Good YouTube, Quinn Wade coming to y'all with that instant basketball analysis on Analysis Playground on YouTube, exclusively on there forever. And we're going to talk about how the Utah Jazz beat the Minnesota Timberwolves 127 to 122. Timberwolves go to 27 and 17 and 12 and 11 on the road. The Jazz go to 15 and 29 and 10 and 12 at home. They was at home in this game. The Timberwolves got off to a good start. 34 points in the first. They held the Jazz to 29. Then the Jazz won the second quarter 30 to 24. But Minnesota, you thought the game was over because they won the third quarter 38 to 25. But it wasn't, because the Jazz won the fourth quarter 43 to 26. You would never think that would happen, but it ended up being exactly what the Timberwolves didn't want to see or want to happen. And Anthony Edwards had some say so in this game, but it wasn't enough to help his team win in the end. Everybody in the starting lineup ended up getting in double figures and points for the Minnesota Timberwolves, and they all got a rebound or more also, and they all got a steal or more in this game. Julius Randle saved by that rim, doing all the soft touch shots that's needed to do damage to the defense of the Jazz. 34 minutes, 19 points, 7 to 16 from the field, 1 to 5 from 3, 4 to 6 from the free throw line, 2 rebounds, 3 assists, 3 turnovers, 3 steals, 2 offensive rebounds, and that was all that he had today was those 2 offensive rebounds and 2 personal fouls. He was a -1 and plus minus. You look at it and say, we wanted a little bit more from you, Julius. We needed you to make a couple more threes, make a couple more shots, and maybe this game turns out in our favor and we get the win. Didn't happen though. Jaden McDaniels, he shot also 7 to 16 from the field. He just finished with 18 in 35 minutes. He went 2 of 2 from the free throw line, 2 of 7 from 3. He had 6 rebounds, 6 assists, and 5 turnovers in this game. He was just trying to hit the open looks. He was able to do a lot of that tonight. But he also missed a lot of easy ones too. He did also get 1 block and 1 steal, 2 offensive rebounds, 3 personal fouls, was a +3 and plus minus. And Rudy Gobert, Big Bear, double-double, 10 boards, 11 points in 29 minutes. 5 of 5 from the field, just finished strong and fast around the rim. But he did go 1 of 5 from the free throw line. He had 2 steals and 4 blocks. His defense is looking better and better as long as the season continues to go on. Hopefully he can stay healthy and continue his dominant defensive and rebound game that he's been having lately. He also had 3 offensive rebounds, 1 personal foul, was a -6 and plus minus. Dante DiVincenzo, 33 minutes for him. 15 points. He went 5 of 12 from the field, 3 of 9 from 3, and 2 of 2 from the free throw line. He also had 8 assists. He kept that ball moving fast, and it didn't stick to him that much unless he was trying to drive or shoot a pull-up 3, and that's what his role is on the team, and it ended up making a lot of sense because it worked in this one. It has been working a lot in the last couple weeks. 2 steals, 1 offensive rebound, 3 personal fouls, and a -14 and plus minus. And Anthony Edwards, he's one of the greatest scorers in the game right now. 39 minutes, that mid-range jump shot is tough to stop. Obviously, he can drive whenever he wants to. He can pull up from 3 whenever he wants to. And he did in this one, but it did take him 28 shots, and he only went and made 11 of them. And that's how he got his 38 points, by also going 5 of 15 from 3 and 11 to 12 from the free throw line. He had 8 rebounds and only 3 assists. He did have a turnover and 2 steals, 1 offensive rebound, 1 personal foul, was a +7 and plus minus. He was just out there handling the ball, trying to find any type of thing that the defense would do or bite on, so that way he can counter it and turn it into a bucket. He wasn't the most efficient in this game, but somebody had to take the shot. Somebody had to try to take over the game to put the Minnesota Timberwolves in a situation where they could win. He helped them get a lead. He helped them get back in the game, but he didn't help them get the win in this one. If he made a couple shots, maybe, but you never know. Obviously, Joan ended up playing 5 minutes. He had 4 points. He went 2 or 3 from the field to get it. And he also had 3 rebounds, no turnovers, 1 offensive rebound, no personal fouls, and a -2 and plus minus. Nas Reed, 28 minutes. That was the most minutes off the bench. He also took the most shots with 15, and he went 5 of 15 from the field, 3 of 9 from 3. He had 13 points, which is good to see. especially because he's one of the best bench players in the world, and he can hit you in so many different ways offensively. But he also had 9 rebounds and 4 assists and no turnovers. He had 3 offensive rebounds and 4 personal fouls, though. And it was a -3 and plus minus. The worst part of his night was either 4 personal fouls, the fact that he missed a lot of shots in this one. But he had some good looks, and some was forced, and that's why misses can happen that way too. Mike Conley, 16 minutes. He went 0-3 from the field, 0-2 from three. He had 1 rebound, 2 assists, no turnovers in the steal. 2 personal fouls and a -5 and plus minus. Jalen Clark, 17 minutes, 4 points, 2 of 2 from the field, 2 rebounds, no turnover, 1 steal. All his rebounds was offensive, no personal fouls and a -2 and plus minus. Bones Highland, 4 minutes. He went scoreless because he didn't take any shots or attempt any free throws, but he did finish with 2 assists and a block and 1 personal foul and a -2 and plus minus is what he had at the end of the game. And then you look at the Utah Jazz. Cody Williams got a nice finish around the rim from a putback. Other than that, he had some good looks throughout the game, just getting nice layups and things of that nature. But he did also miss a three, and he finished with 8 points in 29 minutes. That's low. You expect him to do better as he continues to try to develop and become a better player in the NBA. But he also had 3 rebounds, 1 assist, and a turnover, 1 block, 1 offensive rebound, 2 personal fouls, and was a -9. And plus minus, Yusuf Nurkic had a triple DZ, 10 assists, 18 boards, 16 points. He was a big reason why they stayed in the game, had a chance to win the game, and it was much needed for him to play this game this way because at the end of the day, if you're generating shots that's easy for yourself and for your teammates, you have a good chance of winning that game. But he also had 2 turnovers, 1 steal in the block. He also had 3 offensive rebounds out of the 18, and he did almost foul out by being too late and a little too slow in this one to be able to play defense, and that's been something that they knew when they got him could be a problem. But they have found ways to still win a good amount of games considering all the injuries and all the guys that's not playing for them this season. And he was a +8 and plus minus, but Nurkic, that's a big game, a huge game from him, and just being patient, just making sure he's delivering the pass the right way, knowing when to lean in to get his shots, and his shots was all high percentage looks, and then to be able to generate those also for your teammates, that's just a real good thing to see. Shui Mikhailuk got a nice dunk in the paint, then he also missed his only three, and then he went 2 of 2 from the free throw line and ended up with 4 points in 17 minutes. He also had 3 rebounds, no turnovers, and a steal, no personal fouls, and a -7 and plus minus. Keontae George, 39 minutes. That ended up being the most um, minutes in the game. He finished with 43 points and hit some big threes late in the game and just scored whenever they really needed him to, and that's what he's out there to do. And it worked out for him. He was 15 of 28 from the field, which is efficient, 6 of 13 from three, and 7 of 8 from the free throw line. He had 3 assists and 6 turnovers, 2 steals, and 4 personal fouls, and a -6 and plus minus. And then Ace Bailey, he played 33 minutes. He had 20 points, had some nice dunks and some nice pull-ups, jump shots in this game. He finished 8 of 17 from the field, 3 of 8 from three, and he had a shot 1 of 1 from the free throw line. He did have 5 rebounds, 1 assist, 3 turnovers, and a steal, 1 offensive rebound, 2 personal fouls, and a +2 and plus minus. He's a really, really good player using that size and that athleticism and that length to finish strong, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and then being able to shoot over defenders and being able to make them give him a little space and still be able to hit tough shots. He's going to be a special player in this league if he can stay healthy and continue to put in the work. And I can't wait to see more of him in the future. But he also had 5 rebounds, 1 assist, 3 turnovers, and a steal. 1 offensive rebound out of the five, 2 personal fouls, and was a +2 and plus minus. Kyle Anderson, he's going to find ways to put the ball in the basket. Only did it once, though, going 1 of 3 from the field and 0 of 1 from three. Did have 1 rebound, 2 assists, no turnovers. He did also have a steal in the block. 1 personal foul was a -3 and plus minus. 2 points in 17 minutes is low, but he did some other things that can help you win games. Kyle Filipowski was open, so he took some good looks. He went and got 11 points. He was able to get some contact too, and go 3 or 4 from the free throw line, 2 or 3 from three, and also 3 or 6 from the field in 33 minutes. He played the most minutes off the bench, and he also had the most rebounds with 8. He also had 4 assists, 3 turnovers, and a steal. And he also had 3 offensive rebounds, and he almost did foul out of this one, but he didn't. And he also was a plus 15 to plus minus. Isaiah Collier was a big reason why they stayed in the game. Whether it was him passing the ball to good open looks for his teammates, or he was just getting all the way to the basket, getting and ones, or just finishing. And he's been good at that all season and last year too. And he's continuing it this year. 18 points, 7 to 10 from the field, 1 to 1 from three, 3 to 7 from the free throw line. He did have 4 rebounds, 1 turnover out of 10 assists is really good. And he also has steal in the block and 3 personal fouls, and was a plus 9 and plus minus. And then Walter Clayton Jr., 13 minutes, 5 points, 2 of 5 from the field, 1 to 1 from the free throw line, 3 rebounds, no turnovers, no personal fouls, was a plus 16 and plus minus. The Timberwolves took 100 shots. They made it at 44%. The Jazz shot 87 shots, and they ended up getting it made at 55%. 47 3-pointers, 30% for the Timberwolves, 29 3-pointers, 41% from the Jazz. 26 free throws, 73% from the Utah Jazz is how they shot their free throws and made it at that percentage. 27 free throws attempted by the Wolves, 74%. 45 rebounds total for the Jazz, 46 for the Timberwolves. 28 assists for the Timberwolves, 31 for the Jazz. 16 turnovers for the Jazz, 11 for the Timberwolves. 8 steals from the Jazz, 12 from the Timberwolves. 6 blocks from the Timberwolves, 4 from the Jazz. 8 offensive rebounds for the Jazz, 15 for the Timberwolves, 31 defensive rebounds for the Timberwolves, 37 for the Jazz, and 22 personal fouls for the Jazz, 17 for the Timberwolves. And they ended up shooting one more free throw than the Jazz in this one, and they both made it around the same percentage, like I said before. Other than that, Timberwolves should have won this one. Anthony Edwards seemed like he was going to do whatever he wanted, however he wanted to do it to the Jazz defenders. No matter who guarded him, he seemed like he was just torching everybody. Cooled off a little bit. Teammates really didn't make a lot of shots after that. Then they started making them again, but then the Jazz really had it going. It was moving the ball, breaking down the paint, getting to the rim, getting to the free throw line, and even just finding ways to get out in transition from time to time. And they just did a lot of little things that allowed them to get back in the game and get ahead and be able to close it out. And they had some clutch buckets that was made, by their best players. And that's what you need to happen. That's what every team needs to happen if they're trying to win. And the Jazz basically were just a little bit more better in execution and defensive ways of trying to make them take shots that they want them to also take. And they did help because they missed a lot of them, the Timberwolves did. And the Jazz just kept it simple a lot of the times. And it worked enough to where they can get a lead and be able to win the game. Other than that, comment, like, subscribe, and share. Hit that notification bell to get the analysis when they first come out. Other than that, y'all stay blessed up. Y'all stay good. Peace. And I'll see y'all later today with more analysis. Hopefully.